doing it. You supposed to be happy you sitting there with Kid L. Why you mad?
The Kid L
Rocking
podcast.
and rolling. It's New Year's Day, bro.
It is.
We're you know what I'm saying, man?
We
doing
here.
a podcast on New Year. Most people are like, what are people doing right now? Trying to get out of work or not going to work? You know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
Or bullshit. What'd you do for New Year's, man?
Yeah. I went out to my homeboy's his little he had a New Year's party or whatever. It was cool, but like I'm fasting right now, so I wasn't really drinking. I just was there.
How long you fasting for?
I want to do it for. Well, I'm just like it's on like a fruit little cleanse. So I'm gonna try 30 days. I normally don't, you know what I'm saying, get that far, but
Yeah, I tried that. It's tough, man.
it is, you know.
I started off vegetarian, then went pescatarian for 2 years, and then I went back to chicken, bro.
See, I'm gonna go back. It's just that's how I lose weight or whatever, how I manage my weight or whatever.
For sure.
But yeah, as of right now, I'm on chill.
You're the first person here that's really going to be talking about cars today. Like, really talking about cars. Car rental, right, man?
Uh-huh.
Talk about yourself, man, and talk about this car rental service that you have.
Well, my name is DeLeon. People know me as DC or Sammy. That's my Instagram name. I got a black-owned rental car company straight out of Detroit. I started it probably around, it was like 2021. Yeah, a little bit after the pandemic. I've been doing pretty good, and I even expanded to Atlanta.
Cool. Is the competition tough because you got the corporate guys that are already dominating the scene and all that stuff?
It's not really because I be in my own lane, and with the I just be in my own lane. Like they got their qualifications and requirements, and I got mine, and mine's just a little bit less, so like I really give back to like the people for real.
What's the flexibility that you have that corporate car rental places don't really offer?
Well, shoot, long as I'm up, you getting a rental, like people hit my page at like 8, 9, and if I'm up, shoot, I'm serving you. Like I be up most of the time, and well, I want to say my cars is like first come, first serve because how can I put it? So you know how when you go to, like when you book from Enterprise or whatever, and then they be like, okay, you got this specific car, and then when you get there, you probably ain't got that car because they probably rented that car out, and the person probably kept going, like kept paying on it or whatever. So I just eliminate that. Like as long as you in the car, like yes, it's pretty much what I'm saying, you can keep on renting it out.
How do you handle people just like taking off with these cars, man? Like
I got my own like
you got a system for it?
Yeah.
Okay, bad. I was about to say.
I got my own security system and stuff. I ain't gonna disclose it, but yeah.
Look, I'm not gonna lie, man. In 2012, I drove to New York with a rental car from like one of these corporate companies, and then we crashed it, and it messed up the whole bottom of the car.
Mm-hmm.
So we fixed it and we returned it without them knowing.
But hey, if people do that, that'd be cool though. Like I don't really be tripping. It just be the people that be like, all right, well, yeah, I know this is going on, but I ain't gonna. Even if it's little knickknacks, like I can file insurance on the big stuff, but the little knickknacks, I be like, just take care of it. Some people do, but some people be like, nah, I ain't. I mean, I just choke it up like it's just part of the game, but I just keep.
So
it
overall,
going.
it pays off itself, even if somebody does knickknack.
Yeah, it do. Like
That's
it's
good.
my first business, and I'm proud of myself. Like I'm.
What was the first example you saw of this business being the way you run it in Detroit?
You said the first example, like
yeah.
as far
in
as
Detroit, have you seen any car rental services in Detroit that were independently black owned?
I ain't gonna lie, like other than like like Arabs or like Chaldeans or something. I'm probably like the first one that was like with the cash car rentals in D. I ain't really seen nobody else. Like I know it's other people out here now because people be hitting me up like, oh, I want to start this, and how did you come about doing that or whatever. But I feel like I was the first one.
So the
So-
first one in Detroit, black owned, that's doing car rental,
Yeah.
cash car rentals.
Like how I got it was, it was a pandemic. I had a good pandemic. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about.
For real.
I had a good pandemic. I was in Miami. I seen them, renting out cars, and I ain't got no exotic cars. I just got like everyday A to B type cars. So people be like, shit, like let me get it, like. Everybody got to go to work or, something happened with their car. That's where I come in at. I'm convenient. I ain't cheap, but, I'm convenient.
What's the average rate that somebody can expect when they're getting a car from you?
Shoot, I mean, like, average rate, I ain't gonna lie, probably like 70 a day.
$70 a day?
Yeah. But that's cheap, though, because when you look at it, like, you going... Like, let's say you get in an Uber to work. That's probably like $30.
Yeah.
Or, $25 or something. Then Uber back, that's another $50. Why not add another $20 on there? You can really go wherever you want to go. You know what I'm saying? In the city. And not have
I
to...
wouldn't have a problem paying $70 to rent a car for a day.
You feel me? Like, that's pretty logic, if I must say. Like,
Talk about yourself, man. You're from Detroit, and talk about
born
growing
and
up in Detroit.
raised. I'm born and raised in Detroit, from the west side, Plymouth Road area.
Cool.
I mean, I stayed like east sometimes, but it wasn't like that. Like, it wasn't that long of a time. Like,
Were you always into entrepreneurship as you were growing up?
no, but I had like regular jobs. I had regular jobs, but then don't you just know how like it don't suit you? Like, I can't do this. Like, I need... Like, I don't like having people telling me what to do. So that's why I started my own stuff. And that's why I feel like I've been so successful, because just because of that. Like, I don't want... You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. So,
yeah, right. Working for somebody else, right?
Right. Nah, don't get me wrong. Like, I got friends that had 9-to-5s for years, and they've been rocking out, and, kudos to them. But it's just me. Like, I always get fired from just doing...
How many jobs did you get fired from?
Well, first, I was working at this temp service. Everybody worked at Mastinardi. Like,
What's that?
It's like a produce. This was like way back. I don't know. Like, how old you?
I'm about to hit 30.
Okay, well, yeah. See, I'm 33, so it was a minute. Like, everybody worked for Mastinardi and like Technicolor and stuff. Like, I did those little temp jobs. Just doing dumb junk. I got fired from that. The longest job I ever had was like a year.
Yeah.
And that was working for this company called Ground Effects. And they was like code, like they did stuff with Chrysler, like spray the little back of the beds of the Rams and all that stuff, or Dodge or whatever. And I stayed there because of the people. Like, I still got connections with people from that job.
Sure. Talk about yourself as an artist, man. I know you were used to be involved in music.
Yeah, I did. I made a tape back in like 2009. It had like Lodge Boys on there. It had Skrilla from HP on there. Even me and Helluva, we go way back. You know? Yeah.
What's your history like with Helluva?
He cool. He can be an asshole sometimes, but that's my
I've
dog.
never seen Helluva be mean in my life, man.
For real?
And I spent probably like at least a cumulative like 25 hours with the guy. Somewhere like 25, 30 hours.
Well, I don't know. Maybe he be choking my chain or something. I don't know. But, he cool, though. That's my dog. We go way back. He did a couple of tracks on my but I had stopped rapping because I had a daughter and shit, I had to put that money towards other stuff. But recently, for my 33rd birthday, I had some friends challenge me like, yeah, you can't make no tape or whatever. So I was like, fuck it, I'm about to put out a tape.
Cool.
And it's coming out. It's called I Still Got It.
Who's on the tape?
It's just really me. Like, I want people to listen to me to, establish myself. Well, not really establish myself because I don't know if I'm like going full force. I just want people to be like, yeah, okay, he still can rap,
Sure.
Because a lot of people like, man, that was, a long time ago. But it's me. My partner, Twine, who used to rap with me back in the day, he on the track with me. My employee / my homeboy, his name C Duke, he on there, But that's pretty much it though.
Sure.
But if this one do good, then I'ma do another one, and it's gonna be like an album, and it's gonna have like features with like people from the city.
Yeah, you got to see the results first, or you got to change his mic. He's gonna mess with your microphone real quick.
Okay. Yeah.
Talk about the old tape, man. What was the results of the old tape? The last tape you did.
The last tape I did, I got a little bit of noticeability in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I never been on the radio or nothing like that. But I say it did, for it to be my first tape, people was like, like whispering, like, yeah, there go that low and stuff. But
That's cool.
it wasn't nothing like that. I was really just getting started. But then I had, this was back when like the hard CDs and stuff, I was dishing them out to people and people was giving me good feedback. It was just wasn't what I expected. So I had, and then when I had my daughter, my baby mama, she was on my head about spending money. Because back then I was getting beats from hell of a, like before T Grizzly and all that came out, so that junk, it was costly.
Price? Or
No, I'm just saying like the whole thing, like studio time, the beats, because I was buying beats. I never was one of the people that like get beats from. Like,
so you were just like paying to survive in the rap game until you blow up, basically, which is what most people do. It's like
I fronted all myself. I ain't had no manager or nothing.
Yeah. And then one day, once you had your kid, you're like, all right.
I was like, ooh, okay, because I got to buy Pampers and all that stuff.
Did you really calmly think about it, like the way you're saying it right now, or were you like pissed? Like, what was your mindset when it was happening?
I wasn't pissed, but then I wasn't getting the feedback that I wanted anyway, so I kind of like gave up. So then like when like when artists came out or whatever, like I don't rap like a Detroit artist. Like I got my own thing going. Like I kind of got like a New York vibe or something. That's what I think.
What was hot at that time as far as the music in the streets when you were coming out with your tape? You said 2008?
Yeah, like 2008, 09, 2010.
What was going on at that time? Who was hot? It's like Doughboys era?
Doughboys was just dropping.
Yeah,
Doughboys was just dropping. Lodge Boys, Mae West. I listened to a lot of them.
I don't even know who the Lodge Boys are for real.
You don't?
No, not really.
So you don't know who Mac Nichols is?
Oh yeah, I know Mac Nichols.
Yeah, he was part of the Lodge Boys.
Who else was in there?
Well, he stopped. Well, I don't know if he rapping or not, but yeah, Mac Nichols, he was in the group. Like,
yeah, man, I know Mac Nichols. So it's just him and Woe, and that's it.
It was a couple more, but they wasn't. There was the main two.
Oh, okay, cool.
And yeah, hell of a. He produced their first CD too. Yep.
Cool.
And so it was them. They made a little bit of noise. KD's in them, but that was like a couple years before. So I was like that type of time. I was rapping right then. Cheddar Boy Malik era.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Cheddar Boys, man. Talk about you had an experience on the Jerry Springer show, man.
I was on Jerry Springer. But I had just called them on some like bullshit. And they was like, no, I was telling them just a bullshit story that they was gonna believe or whatever. And then they said they was gonna call me back, and then they end up calling me back like a week later, like, yeah, we want to fly you and such and such out. Like it was me, my baby mama, my brother baby mama, and her boyfriend, because it wasn't even my brother, it was her boyfriend, because she was like basically paying me to like stay in like a room in a house or whatever. So then yeah, we flew out there, we did the show. I can't even find the show. I'll be wanting to show people and shit.
What did you say that happened? What was the controversy of the episode? Like the problem?
Oh, I had said that I had slept with my brother baby mama.
Damn. That's
and
crazy.
then yeah.
It's fucked up.
Well, it didn't happen though. I was just bullshitting. But then they like, yeah, we about to roll with this. So then
my
boom.
friend is on that. My friend did that. He called me and said he was going on Jerry Springer, and he was like, he didn't tell me if the story was true or not, but I knew the story he was telling me was a fucking lie.
Yeah, because they said Jerry believed it, but all the people around him gotta, make it seem like he believed it. But the people around him, they be like, making that shit.
Damn, that's crazy as fuck.
That's crazy.
You worked with OMB Peasy?
So when my Atlanta, I got a fleet in Atlanta, and when I basically was in Atlanta, he hit me up. He hit my man's up actually, because my man's cousin he mixed down there or whatever. So he hit him up asking for a rental, and him, Quando, Rondo. That's really just it. But like, I had a couple of celebrities rent my cars, and that was dope to me.
Yeah, it's just about more awareness for it, right? And then let's get to it.
See, but Atlanta and Detroit is different with the cash cars. See, now they was already doing that down there. They had hella people doing it. So, my cars was a little bit newer. They wasn't like 2023-ish, but they was newer, nice little cars. Everybody down there, they really doing like like I don't know, like 2013 or whatever cars. But my cars, I you gotta be up to date with it, because you do got Enterprise, you got Toro and all that stuff. So I guess he didn't want to go through all that, so he hit me up.
Man, Toro taxes, man. They charge so much money.
Right, and then I was an all-star host.
What's that?
On Toro. So basically, it's like they top person. Like in the city or wherever they in, like all-star host. Like basically, if you get to that status, that means that you rented out a lot of cars, and you the first person that people see when people go. Like let's say you got cars in Sacramento. You an all-star host in Sacramento. When I search Sacramento in they search bar, your car is gonna pop up first. Wow. So I did that, but then it was like oversaturated a little bit. Like people were just throwing their cars on there just to pay they car notes. Like, I'm gonna throw it on there just to pay my car note. So they was throwing like nice cars for like $60.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But then Toro hit you with the trip fee, and nobody to this day knows what that is. Yeah, that's like a fee that they charge, like just on some I want to charge double type shit. I didn't even know what it was, but that, and then I had a Tesla and end up smacking it. It will end up getting smacked on the trip, and they don't like to pay out. Like let's say your car worth $30,000, they'll pay you $20,000 to fix it, but then shit, it's messed up. They should total it out. They hate totaling out cars. So then that's why I just did my own thing. When I started doing my own thing, plus people was already like, well, shit, you should, just let me rent it out without Toro. I was skeptical at first, but then I'm like, man, shit, fuck it, and it turned out to be a blessing.
You had to do a lot of back end work, like legal stuff, and
well, I set up a LLC. I set up a LLC, but really, like I said, I be looking out for the hood. Like people be like, look, they come to me like, look, this is my situation, and I just need a whip, and I be like, all right, what I'm saying, just take care of me, take care of my whip, and pretty much, what I'm saying, that's that.
That's cool. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty easy going process.
It is. It's super easy, and sure. People. That's why the city fuck with me. Like, I got over 30 cars in the city and 10 in the A. Cool.
Oh, so you're not just here; you're out there too. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Did you watch Lions this weekend, man?
I did.
Well, so what? Can you break it down? What happened, man? Because everybody's saying that we got cheated, but I watched it and I was like, all right, I can see what the refs are saying.
Okay, well, I'm not a big sports fan like that, but the Lions actually was in the place where I was at, and they had got on the mic like, yeah, the ref did this and did da, and I'm like, damn, they sounded pretty confident, like shit, they got fucked over, but what I'm saying?
Did you watch it when it happened? Did you watch?
No, I ain't watch it.
Yeah, basically they were saying that one of the players didn't check in to be a receiver, which I didn't even know was a part of football. What? So apparently, like if you're on offense in football, the ref has to know that if you're gonna be a receiver or not. You can't just like have every single guy on the field be a receiver of the play. So you have to go tell the referee that like, hey, I'm gonna be a receiver on this play. So apparently like three players on the Lions went up to the referee at the same time, and all three of them said that they were gonna be receivers. And then the ref got confused, and then he forgot one of the guys checked in, and then the guy who caught the ball for the touchdown checked in, but they forgot that he checked in and said that he's not qualified to check. He's not qualified because he didn't check in. So then they took away the touchdown
because he wasn't qualified for.
Yeah, you have to check in. If you're gonna receive a pass, if you're gonna be a receiver as catching the ball. Mm-hmm. You have to check in with the referee, which I never knew that about football. I thought it's all a bunch of dudes, and then like everybody just runs, and then like whoever catches it. But no, you have to actually tell the referee like, I want to be eligible to catch the ball.
Yeah, that's
crazy, bro.
That's some new shit for me too.
Yeah,
shit, I ain't never know that neither. I'm like, yeah, but they seemed like they was upset. So.
Yeah. It seems like like sports and all. You don't gamble, do you?
No, I don't gamble. I don't like spending money. Like, I'm cheap. Like, I'd rather invest. I'd rather buy another car. Like, I own all my cars.
You're just about putting it back into the business.
Yeah. Or, I'm all about making some money. Like, even if like, it's a risk at taking my money towards gaining some money, like, as long as I got a for sure thing, like, that's me. I want to pick.
Yeah. And so do you see a return in marketing? Do you see a return in investing? At the rate that you anticipate, or is it sometimes you market or something like that and it just doesn't even work out?
Well, it's really about like the passive income, like the more cars I get, of course, the more money come in monthly. Like, I don't really be even looking at it like, okay, well, how much I made off. Well, I do look at how much I made off individual cars, but that's not my goal. My goal is, to make a certain amount up per month, so I just keep investing in cars. I'm going to hit that goal.
What are you going to try to do? Like open up like a whole like franchise or something like that one day?
I do want to do a franchise.
For real?
Or just like I've been doing like the one in Detroit, that's the original one. Then in Atlanta, then I want to go to Houston with it. Maybe somewhere in LA.
So then you have partners outside that you have to trust in Atlanta and stuff like that, and they have to run the business for you out there. Yep. So that's technically franchising, right?
That's technically right.
Yeah. Somebody else started the business with your name under it.
But I'm the one in Atlanta. I was, I'm in charge of that though. It ain't like nobody else. See, I don't know how the franchise thing goes. I'm new to this business stuff. Only thing I know I do is make money. So when I seen that they was making money off of this stuff, I'm like, I'm about to.
So somebody's gonna rent a car in Atlanta. It still has to go through you before they actually get the car.
Basically,
yeah.
Oh,
that's good.
Because like the person I had, hired somebody to work in Atlanta to, service the people in Atlanta. Just like when I start Houston, I'm gonna hire somebody. But I had to fire some people too, though. I ain't gonna lie, I had to fire somebody.
Wow, they're hustling under renting out your cars without telling you.
Just doing something that they ain't supposed to be doing,
hooking
like
up in the
not
back
following
seat
the proper protocol.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. Getting it back together. Like I said, like I learned that basically the person should stay there. Like, I should hire people that stay there because the first person, they had moved from another state to Atlanta, and then they got like homesick. So it was kind of like, I don't want to do this no more, but I don't want to tell you. So yeah, I had to let him go. It actually was my best friend, but
oh damn,
yeah.
Oh, you were trying to expand the business with him, and he just couldn't handle.
He couldn't. I don't think he could handle it because he was getting homesick. Like, he from North Carolina, so
yeah, man.
He was like, man, I can't.
That saying, "It's hard to find good work," is a very true statement.
Yep, it is.
Somebody's not gonna just take your idea and run off with it too, right?
But that's the thing. I was like, even my mans that work for me here, like, I tell them, like, look, bro, we better go get you some cars. Get you some cars. Like, it's enough money to eat. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the only person in Detroit doing it. I'm not the only person in A doing it. I was doing it, and, other people was getting their stuff off too. So I mean, it's money. It's plenty of money to go around. That's what I tell him. And that, like, so even if he would have like took it and ran off with it, I was cool with that. But
what's the as far as your entrepreneurship is concerned, what's the biggest lesson you've learned from starting it till now?
Don't hire your friends.
Don't hire your friends is a good one.
Yeah, don't hire your friends. Try to maintain a boss worker relationship, if I must say, because you know sometimes people get too cool with it and then they think it's theirs, you know. So then they start running it how they want to run it. But I mean, to me at first that was cool to a certain extent, long as you ain't step on my toes. But you know, certain times my toes was stepped on, so then I had to tell them. But like, I'm the type of person, if I fuck with you, like, I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm gonna make sure you good too. You know, like I can't do that boss, like, oh, I'm a boss, you a worker. Like, you my man. Shoot, it was times I done told people, like, yeah, it's my partner. Shit. You know, like, whole time, you know, I'm fronting everything, but I'm like, that's my partner, because that's the type of person I am, you know? But, yeah, I wouldn't
People
do
take
that.
advantage of the, like, the length of, you know,
Yeah,
room you give them.
my
and shit.
dog in the A definitely did.
Yeah, that shit happens all the fucking time.
But I'm just new to it. I didn't know.
Yeah, you gotta learn so much shit you learn in this, man. It's like fucking insane, bro.
Yeah.
They used to like talk about you ever hear somebody's too overqualified for a job? I figured out part of the reason people say somebody's overqualified is because the company knows that the person has the potential to take their idea and run off with it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so they're like, yeah, you motherfucker, you they want to find somebody who just wants to work and doesn't give a fuck about actually being a boss.
Because
like,
it is people like that. But then I wouldn't want that for my employee though. I would want him to think like, oh, okay, well, yeah.
But think about it. Like, remember what you said earlier? You said like how you have friends that work and they don't care that they're just working. Like,
no, I said they was working, but then when they got homesick, you know, like you kind of get homesick. You kind of get like, I don't want to do this no more. So it was kind of like they just gave up.
I'm talking about like, remember how you said earlier when we first started talking that you have friends that actually have jobs, just normal jobs.
Yeah.
But they're not thinking about taking over like Ford or GM or whatever the hell. They're just like, I'm content with working a job.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
So it's like, it's okay. Anybody who wants to work is like, if you just want to work, that's cool. Like, everybody wants to instill entrepreneurship into everybody, but some people are just cool with 9 to 5, go home, play video games.
Right.
Literally,
yeah,
like,
you're right about that.
I give a fuck.
But then, I don't, like you said, it's hard to find people because I don't really know like who.
Tell him you're hiring in this bit, and he's hiring, son. You have to be qualified. What's the qualifications?
I'm hiring for Houston. You know what I'm saying? I want to get Houston started.
What do you look for in an ideal employee?
Hard worker, ambition, who you know, ride or die, basically. Like, yeah, like, okay, I'm about to do this.
You think you turn into like a multi-million-dollar company?
I think so.
Yeah.
I know so. I'm gonna say I know so because business is booming. Like, they literally sell themselves or rent themselves out. Like, I ain't really put no big marketing strategy or nothing like that. I made an Instagram page and promoted it on Instagram, and people found the page. You know, they be inboxing me like, hey, you know, or word of mouth. Word of mouth. They say it's the powerful. It's, you know, so yeah, I pretty much, you know, just doing my own thing. Like, you know,
it's cool. How do you feel about the Detroit music scene right now, man?
The Detroit music scene. Skilla Baby doing this thing. I like Baby Money. You know, he coming up. You know, he fuck with my man 3G Weezy. Like,
I know Weezy.
Yeah, Weezy. Like, we were from the same hood. He stayed around the corner from me.
Yeah, he's been on here.
Yeah,
cool cat.
Stayed around the corner. And Baby Money, I seen Baby Money, but it wasn't like, you know, I ain't shake hands with him. I ain't do none of that. But yeah.
Seems pretty. Skilla Baby, man, 50 Cent. There's just like a video that popped up before we started talking. 50 Cent talking to Skilla, and it's like, damn, man. From where I seen him where he was at till now, it's kind of like insane to watch.
Yeah, like I had bumped into Skilla Baby at LA Fitness. He used to go to the one on Mount and hoop and shit.
Yeah. We used to hoop out there. That's where we used to film the games.
Yeah.
See.
But I don't know, like, other than like seeing them there, I don't really know of them though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
Music scene's doing all right. So hopefully when you drop this tape, like it circulates well, and then
yeah, I'm trying to get good positive feedback. Then I drop another one. People be like, yeah,
What are you
because
gonna
I got lyrics. You know, I'm a lyrical person. Like I got motivated to rap back from like listening to, like Conway and stuff. Like that's like my favorite rapper out right now.
Yeah.
Like Griselda, you know, all them. I fuck with them heavy.
What's the name of the tape again?
Still got it.
And when's it dropping?
January. I'm gonna probably do like the end of January.
Yeah, delay it as much as possible so you're ready
Yeah,
for it.
you know what I'm saying? Because I want to put out something nice. It is nice, you know, but, you know, a good production. You know, I got hell of my man Elroy, you know, beats. He do beats for Mac. Who else? That's pretty much from the city. Oh, RJ Lamont did one too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Talk about how people can contact you for the business, for the rental service.
Well, definitely Instagram on _the _map. It was spelled with 2 A's, so MAAP rentals. Or you can contact me on Facebook. My Facebook name Daleon Coleman. That's my personal. I ain't got no business page for the Facebook, but Instagram, that's when people like hit me up on, definitely. And same for Atlanta, like on _the _map _ATL. So yeah.
Appreciate you being a part of this, man. It was very good to hear entrepreneur from Detroit coming up and telling his side of the story, what's going on, and also that you're getting back into artistry to see if we can make something happen.
Yeah, definitely, man. Definitely. I could definitely come back and fuck with you, let you know how it's going.
You should put a tape in every single car.
Man, no, it's the new days now, man.
With tapes, bro.
The new days, man. Like people doing the little digital downloads and stuff now. Like,
yeah. I'm just saying, man, it's a good marketing strategy.
Please.
Appreciate you being a part of this. We're at Parallel Sound Studio, High Low Visual Shooting. These productions are out.